Okay, folks. Welcome to the March newsletter. Sorry about the unshaven look and slightly scruffy demeanour. Um, okay, so the March newsletter. It starts with a poem. If you get the HTML version, written by Jamie Diskin a while ago, and this was an ad or a competition entry for a tube ad. And do read it. It's really, really good. Um, I won't read it now, but when you get the newsletter, have a read of it. It's fantastic. Okay, so languages out there. Hello, everyone out there. This is an anything possible newsletter, the one where we try to do things that no one else would even think of doing. I really hope you've been getting social in your quests to teach and learn English, that you have met new people and bonded, that's made friends, via some enjoyable and exciting interactions. There's the list of things in the newsletter. Listen to this newsletter online, which you're doing now. Pole position, EOT podcast case study with Valdek. Let's Be Avenue, the fearful future of language teaching. EOT summer school in London. London EOT meetup booming. And the old jokes home spot. So you're now listening to me reading it. So let's go to the pole position article. The challenge: help a pre-intermediate student improve his English fast, and then help him to start a face-to-face and online EOT English learning business in his hometown in Poland. Yep, you're not seeing things going mad or about to fall over. Valdek, a very genial, friendly and sociable Polish gentleman, contacted me via Skype and asked me to help him. I said okay, but as long as you let me record everything. So that is what we're doing, and you can all follow it here every week. And there's a link there to our Podomatic page, so where we put our podcasts, and they're free, and you can download them and listen. And I've said there, try listening to Valdek's level placement interview of the 10th of March. So I did a quick sort of level assessment with him, and then compare it to his practice conversations this week. All comments most welcome, which they always are. Um, we think he's come on leaps and bounds, i.e., improved a lot very, very quickly, which is quite pleasing and kind of shows, hopefully, that what we do works really well. Um, so, next item: EU-funded study on the impact of ICT and new media on language learning. And that's the official title, and that's the title that you'll see on the report when you go to look at it and download it, which is free. I said this next piece feels a bit like Groundhog Day. That's where the same day keeps repeating itself. Remember the movie? Because I'm going to keep some of the same words from the LOT newsletter of the 29th of January 2010, and a piece in it that was about a British Council article on social media in ELT. So these are the words that I've just changed one word in, which are repeated from that email newsletter. It is a very useful report, that's the new word, but there is one hilarious and highly contradictory sentence nestling in amongst all of the good advice. I would say that this displays, in a nutshell, the dichotomy, that's the two opposing views, that many in ELT are struggling with. So here we go again. People saying, hey, social media, social networking, great stuff, but don't do it. It's well, these guys aren't exactly saying don't do it, but there's this caveat, there's this qualification, call it what you will, there's this warning that it's kind of dangerous in some way. So, back to the text. Here's the EU research via our forward-looking friends at the Open University who had a big hand in writing it. Read the 100-page report on the future of language learning and how ICT and social media will be involved. I've said it's very good stuff, and it is, despite my bleating, that's me moaning, about the innate fear that some people typo, in this business feel about change? Change, change, change. Scary, scary, scary. Doesn't have to be. So there's the link, and I've put warning, do not repeat, warning, do not read it if you work in the conventional ELT sector and are of a nervous disposition. That means easily frightened. And the final note on this, I guess the clue to the way the lead authors were embracing inevitable change was in the page heading on the Open University's own website, and which I used to hopefully grab your attention in this newsletter's subject line, which is Social Networking Threat to Language Learning, which you probably were a bit surprised that I would write in the subject line of one of our newsletters. Anyway, moving on. Summer in the City. Watch out for news of the EOT London Summer School on the main website. We do have a large number of agent bookings already, and we will be happy to hear from you if you are an agent or an individual and you want to come and study EOT in the real world in London this summer. The info on the page is the info from last year still, but it's going to change soon, and details of where the course is going to be taught will be on there very, very soon. So, makes sense? And moving on again, London meetups go from strength to strength. Yes, it has taken a while, but Maria's focused EOT conversation meetup has just passed 200 members. Well, hey, and we just passed 1,000 on Facebook today, in fact. And her conversation meetup is now regularly getting 15 attendees per session, and is now meeting twice a month. Maria will charge you 3 GBP, £3, quid, for attending before she hands out the EOT printouts. So just bring a pen and some beer money, and you can sign up here with that link for free. And then there's the EOT Teachers Meetup, has still only had 2 meetups, which is because I moved out of London probably, but now has over 70 teachers in it. And we will be using the group to farm out, that's dispense, allocate, give out, distribute paid teaching work that comes into us. So if someone sends us an email or contacts us and says they want some EOT in London, we will use these teachers who signed up to this group. So this is kind of like the staff room. All you need to do is sign up and watch your inbox for jobs. So for example, we have got a big Italian group due at the end of April, and the summer school will happen as well in July and August. So all the teachers for those jobs will be recruited from this meetup group, and it's free to join, and you get information and you can socialize with the other teachers. So there's the link. And just finishing off now, you still, even now, might not know, but we have had a channel on YouTube for a while now, and you can see students talking about their experiences of EOT on there. And we have temporarily suspended the premium membership. Sorry, we've got some people waiting, and an ESOL provider in Edinburgh keen. And the ebook purchases, we kind of stalled those because we've got a few things going on that are potentially very good, but we're just kind of having to rearrange and tidy up a few things and sign some forms. But it's all good. But you can still buy the book, the intermediate course book, on Amazon to teach. And there's some words from the review of the book there from TEFL.net. So finally, last thing is old jokes home. I went on a trip to a postcard factory last week. It was okay, nothing to write home about. I think I said that really badly. Shall I try it again? I went on a trip to a postcard factory last week. It was okay, nothing to write home about. Not convinced. Anyway, until next time. See you later.